Hello, my name is Joe. Welcome to the other part of my studio. This is my office where I do all of my photo and video editing. And it's kind of a rainy, dreary day outside, so instead of doing some fun outdoor shooting, I thought that I would do something on color management, RAW editing, and JPEG editing, and the combination of factors between all of those. In particular, I want to show the amount of depth of color management and information that you have at your fingertips when you shoot RAW as opposed to shooting JPEG. And to highlight this, I took my trusty camera and I set it to RAW plus JPEG. So I would have a RAW image and then an in-camera processed JPEG of the exact same file. So it wouldn't be me processing a RAW into a JPEG, it wouldn't be me shooting pictures separately. Obviously all settings will then be the same. And I shot a picture of my bookcase. And what you're looking at right now is going to be the difference between the unprocessed images out of the camera. And the RAW was processed into a TIFF, so there'd be no compression. The JPEG was left as a JPEG. And already you can see some differences between them. The RAW image has a deeper color, but you're noticing, of course, that the color information is wrong. I shot them purposefully too warm. The white balance is off. But fortunately, I hung my 18% gray cloth on the bookshelf so that I could do color management after the fact, and I talked about that in a previous video. So what I then did is I took these two images, a RAW and a JPEG, and I shot a picture of the bookcase without my 18% gray cloth, and this is going to be the actual image that I wanted to keep and to process out. And the first image with the gray cloth, that's just going to be for color management later on. So those were shot with the same white balance. As you're looking at the bookshelf images here, you're noticing that, of course, those still are wrong, but the RAW image has a deeper color tonality to it already. But now what I'm going to do is process these images, and all I'm going to do is take my white balance click tool inside of Capture One and click on the 18% gray cloth, copy that adjustment and paste it onto the bookshelf image. And I want you to take a look at the RAW image here, and it was color balanced then properly, looks totally natural, the color tonation looks correct. When I do the exact same edits on a JPEG, you're going to notice that it is still a warmer image. In other words, if I do the same adjustment on these two different files, I do wind up with two different results. And the reason I wind up with two different results is when you shoot a JPEG image, the camera discards all color information that it thinks you will not need. And so if you try to then shift your color, you don't have information that's not being shown, you're just shifting the information or the hue of the color that you already have. And that does not give you nearly as much data to work with. So as you look at that, you're going to see two totally different end results, even though the processing and in fact the white balance when we shot was exactly the same. So right there you're seeing why we always shoot in RAW as photographers, because the editing process is not any harder. Memory is cheap, so being able to store it is not really a significant issue, but your end product is much, much better. That is all that I have for you today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.